I have 2 bananas. I got 2 bananas.
Do not eat both bananas, trust me.
Why not?
You will regret it later.
Why?
I'm trying to use polite language here, but so there's this thing called the digestive system, right?
Correct.
And basically how it works is anything that you eat, at some point it has to come out the other end of your body, right?
Correct. I'm hungry.
If you eat more than 1 banana, that's going to be difficult.
It's not that big. I just digest it quickly. It's a banana.
Have you ever eaten 2 bananas in, like, a short period of time before?
Surely, yeah.
And you didn't end up regretting it later?
No.
Okay,
I don't remember.
as long as you're sure.
Having done that. My metabolism is a speeding race car. It's
My
faster than the
metabolism is
train.
also really good, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Well, I'll see what you're talking about later, I guess.
Yep, about 24 hours from now. Give or
That
take.
long?
Whenever you need to use the bathroom next, probably.
Mm-hmm. I see. Oh well.
Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. I mean, it's an experiment now.
That's probably the worst way to view this.
Probably.
Perhaps. Banana.
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 I want
Banana.
to be banana.
Banana. Anyway. Unexpectedly, the train line that was just going above the ground cut into the tunnel.
Cut in, did it?
It cut into the tunnel. I don't know. It seemed like way too intentional that they used 2 of those words in the same sentence. So I decided to... yeah. Spreading artificial light, the train is going through the darkness as if diving into it. The creaking sound of the vehicle.
The creaking sound, yes.
The man-made lights streaking by at regular intervals. I try to measure the distance and time using the vibrations transmitted through the seat as a clock. Early morning, 6:33 a.m.
Sheesh, that's way too early.
Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes since I got on this train.
My gosh, dude, when did you wake up?
That's how much time has passed since I've left the house of the people who have taken care of me for years. And there's no going back anymore. How you feel about that kind of thing might be a good measure of how compassionate you are as a human being. Do you see it as, it's only been that much, still feeling close to them? Or do you see it as, it's already over anyway, and cut yourself off? I wonder which one I am. Thinking about it for a bit, I realized that neither of those really apply. I'm the only one on the 8-person wide seat. The one facing me is still empty. Counting the passengers, there's only the man in the suit dozing off in the row next to mine, and the girl standing next to the door. This being an early...
Sorry.
No, say it.
I was just gonna say, damn, did they just predict what quarantine trains are like?
I mean...
I remember being really shocked around, like, March of last year when the first stay-at-home orders started rolling out. Where I am, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just nobody on the trains.
I mean, the reason here is that it's early in the morning, but this also was released during quarantine, so...
Sure.
Banana. Banana. Bananas are so fucking gummy.
I can hear.
You can't eat it conspicuously. Inconspicuously.
Sure you can, just don't turn on your mic.
Correct. This being an early morning ride, it's pretty lonely on the train. This might be because I was lost in thought, but strangely, the sound of the train tracks doesn't reach my ears. Vaguely reminds me of a spaceship going through dark space. The chaotic sound of the track world. The chaotic sound of the track world cannot reach here. The only things that are here are my rubbish daydreams, the sound of a heart spilling blood, and the remaining feeling from the past hour. It was a sudden decision. Tono Makihisa has passed away. It would be best to return Tono Shiki, who is in your custody, to the main house, or his birthplace. I don't know which one it is. The telegram from my previous family, which I haven't heard any news from for almost 7 years, said something close to that. You can't oppose an order from the Tono main house.
They communicate by telegram?
Mm-hmm. I'm still a student, and I'm still receiving child support from them. Which this is a hilarious line if you know the context.
Well, I don't, so...
He's still receiving child support. Coming back not the night before, but this morning was a selfish decision of mine. Staying at the house that I've lived in up until now for as long as possible. Even though it was one that the people from the main house decided upon. The Arimas, who accepted a complete stranger like me as family. This was my way of paying respects to them, staying at the house for as long as possible. So, coming back the morning. He decided to come back in the morning, the fucking madman. Thank you for the meal. It was delicious today as well. Before the sun came up, I had breakfast, left the dining table behind, and clasped my hands in the room that was assigned to me. Thanking it for all these years was tasteless of me. Thanking the room. But if I left those feelings behind, that would be the end of it. Life here was full of bright and happy thoughts. So, the feelings are the only baggage I need. When I was leaving the Arima house, the only one seeing me off was Keiko. I wanted to stay quiet and not wake the other family members up if possible. Thank you for everything. Thank Dad and Miyako on my behalf as well. The person who's been my mother for 7 years now is looking at me with awfully sad eyes. I didn't think I would ever see her making such a face. I don't know how to make a motherly voice, but guess I'll just not try.
Yeah, don't bother.
Hang in there. Life at the Tono mansion is pretty rough. Your body is weak, so don't push yourself, okay? I take the words of warning seriously. These 7 years were truly tranquil, and if the time I spent here wasn't painful for the Arimas, then I couldn't be a happier man. After 7 years, anyone would get well. No matter how it might look, my body is pretty sturdy.
How old was Shiki when he was in the hospital again?
10. It's his 10th
okay.
summer. So he's 17 right now. 7 years, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. All Tonos are special, but you're not afraid of anything. Ever since you were a child, you were so unsurprisable that it surprised me.
I think you need to advance another line or two, but...
Sure.
There we go.
Yeah. And she said that with a bitter smile. It's hard looking at two monitors, but yeah, it is. It's my fault. When she said that with a bitter smile, I had to put one on as well. Or smile the same way. I was happy that Keiko still thought of me as her kid. You're way over-exaggerating. Alright then, I'll be going. Stay well, Mom. Yeah, you stay well too, Shiki.
I like how you say yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, she always shortens her yes. She has a very casual manner of speech, so I don't know, that's the only way I thought of I could transmit that. It's so Keiko-like to not say have a nice day back. To not say have a nice day back. Yeah. Itterashai.
Yeah.
She had already accepted that I won't be coming back, and saw me off with tears welling up in her eyes. That's what happened 14 minutes ago. It's the turning point of me welcoming a new life. Again. The end of the one Tono Shiki had lived up until now. The view outside is steadily changing. We left behind the suburban Yashirogi and entered the urban Soya across the river.
Why does it look like it's raining in the tunnel?
So I don't know, I thought that as well, the sound too. Fucking... yeah. The route is once again going above ground. I could feel the gentle uphill climb. The sun... Right? Oh, right. The sun shone down as if waking up my eyes that got used to the artificial lights.
Cool. Music!
And picture of city!
Where do you say he was going? Just downtown somewhere?
From the suburbia into an urban Soya city called
Got it.
Soya. The train is running, overlooking the city. It is still mostly asleep, the city. The air outside has gotten chilly. October, in which all traces of summer have disappeared. Truly, the very face of an autumn morning. Oh, here it is. This train, I don't know what it is about this train picture, but, like, I just kept staring at it when I first saw it. Such a... the little lights in the windows and the little seats and the glossy interiors.
It's a nice
It
looking
certainly
train.
looks nicer than any actual train I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's Japan, so...
I should go to Japan sometime just to experience their rail system.
Oh yeah. Get packed in like a sardine.
Well, if you're in downtown Tokyo, yes.
Yeah.
Banana.
You still have banana?
Banana.
Damn it.
Are you on your second one yet, or is this still the first?
I'm finishing the second one.
Okay. I was about to yell at you for taking way too long to finish a banana, but...
You've doomed yourself to an unknowable fate, PP.
I do not know what you're talking about. I've done this. I swear. I mean, I'll report.
Please don't. I'm okay without
Please
that.
don't, yeah.
Yeah. If I think about it, I've been looking at this scenery for a year and a half now. This is the last time I'll see it when going to school by train. You're not transferring schools. School's still the same. It's changing the house. And I should not make comments. That's how I lose myself.
You're doing fine. Something about 7 years' time.
Yeah. This is the last time he'll be going to school by train. I look back at the last 7 years that passed by me, just like this landscape. When I was 10, I was revived from an instantly deadly injury. I met Sensei, God bless her soul, and started living with the Arimas.
You added that God bless her soul bit yourself.
Yes.
You totally did.
Of course I did.
I was like looking like, hold on.
She just met Sensei, but God bless her soul. God bless Sensei's soul. Wait, no, that means die. No, not in that sense. Just like Aoka good.
Keep a picture of her in your locket to remember.
Yes. I had such a cool edit I wanted to make there, but I was too sleepy. And thus, I met the autumn of my second year of high school. Since that time, since we parted, no unusual incidents that Sensei talked about happened. And I don't even see the lines as long as I wear the glasses she gave me. Tono Shiki has lived a normal, but hard-earned life, I think. But from today, something big is going to happen. I'm just returning to how I lived before, so it's not beyond my imagination or anything. It just doesn't sink in yet. Or didn't sink in yet. The way things are done in the main house, the Tono house, to me who got used to living... Sorry. To me who got used to living in a normal house is annoying. Have a serious distaste for it.
It just occurred to me that he's still, for reasons I don't fully understand, using katakana to spell out words that would normally be written in kanji.
Everyone does. Every single thing. Everybody does in this book. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a Nasu thing or if it's just a Japanese thing, but everybody does. That's like a constant here. Aoko said Shanto, remember?
Shanto.
That's like, that can be spelled with kanji, if I
Shanto?
understand correctly. Shanto. Shanto.
ちゃんとしなさい
Shanto
Oh, yeah.
shinasai, stand up straight.
Yeah, that's weird.
He has a serious distaste for the way that things are done in the Tono house.
だいたい学校より広い洋館とか想像つかない。
I mean, yeah, he sounds a lot older. To be expected.
7, yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine a Western-style mansion bigger than a school, which... Bullshit, you can imagine a mansion, you just can't imagine living in it. I'm impressed I could tolerate it as a child. Returning to such an anachronistic way of life is the kind of thing where, even if I don't worry about it, I'd feel awkward.
I'm impressed you know a word like anachronistic. Like, I know you're good at English, but damn. Even I don't know exactly what that means. I'm gonna Google it right now.
It's something that doesn't fit the era that it is in.
I see, yeah.
So yeah, a mansion in... a Western-style mansion in the 2010s.
Yeah, my guess was totally off. I related it to anarchy, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Not quite what we're talking about here.
Yeah. But we know the fucker will have maids, so it's all. It's very.
Do you know if he's an anarchist, though?
Yeah, I guess so. He could be a very good anarchist. Just plastic knife in hand.
I wonder if he still uses the same one from the hospital all those years ago.
I don't think so. He doesn't even use anything. I mean, he just said he doesn't really do anything with the power.
Well, yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
Something about the train.
The train arrived at the large station and hasn't been moving for several minutes now. Since this is a local train, it's waiting for the high-speed train to pass through. Yeah. There's no sign of people on the platform. Usually there would be countless salarymen in suits at this time, but this morning it's pretty quiet. The high-speed train on the next line is passing by. Thank you for waiting. The next station is... The familiar announcement. The pneumatic...
These are some nice sound effects.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that I understand this is normal in Japan, but the sound, or the warning sound for the doors closing always just sounds like a telephone to me.
Yeah.
I absolutely thought that's what it was.
Yeah, that's just what the trains sound like.
Yeah. Here it's just a guy saying thing. Very loudly over that. Yeah.
Like, hey, get out of the way, the doors are closing.
Yeah.
Here,
much.
there's just not trains.
Yeah. I remember that.
Sad.
That's freaky. Not trains is sad.
I agree. Middle of fucking nowhere, Wyoming. I hate this state.
Anyway.
Yeah, something about the doors.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Pneumatics, maybe?
So you remember that wire I stole at the beginning of the session?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the knock at the door was about.
Because you stole a wire?
Yeah, I took the HDMI cable from the PS4 to plug it into the capture card, and now my brother is upset because he wants to play Persona 5 Royal on the PlayStation
Buy
4.
another cable, gosh. How much do they cost? Like, I don't know what currency you use in Ukraine, but like, you could probably get one for like $5 US.
Yeah, possibly, but like we don't have many issues about it, so usually it doesn't conflict, but this time it has.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, the pneumatically closing automatic door. I checked, and there are still 4 stations left until I reach Soya Station, where my school is. I guess I should also warn you every time before I press the button, so before any dialogue, so you know not to. Anyway, I'm pressing the button.